You guys, I need you to vote. We have 2 t-shirts. White. So, TR Athletics. On the regimen with the barbells. Designed by my man Chris. Versus gray. Tell me in the comments which one you would prefer. And don't give me some like, oh, I don't like either. Like, don't go all fashion snob dickhead on me. Or gray. I'm not a clothing company. I'm doing this for people who are like, I want to rock some OTR clothes. OTR Athletics. White or gray in the comments. Let me know what you think. Welcome to the workout, and it is deload week. So here I am with the 40-pound dumbbells. I wasn't going to deload until December, but my shoulders were feeling fairly sore and tight and in pain and just not good in general, and it felt right. So it had probably been 7 weeks since I previously deloaded. When doing a program like a reverse pyramid style training program, when you're close to failure on a lot of sets, it's going to make sense to take more frequent deloads than if you're doing a higher volume program. So I'm just working with, I do all of the sets and all the reps I would do, but I'm working with 50% of my working weight. I think something like 60 or 65% here on the lateral raises, but like you saw me using 40s on the dumbbell shoulder press. And this isn't part of the deload. This is just me stretching my hamstrings. I actually find I get a nice lower back and hamstring stretch when I do this with a slight bended knee. Feels good. But yeah, like deload weeks are just a nice break for your central nervous system. They're a nice break for your joints. And I think somewhere between like as often as every 5 or 6 weeks, and for most people more like every 12 or 16 weeks, it makes sense to take a deload week. This workout was awesome, by the way. I didn't even have music playing because what was coming on the speakers was like 90s and early 2000s Central. I remember Ja Rule featuring Ashanti, Always on Time, was bumping during these lateral raises. I was getting super into it. Okay, that's the workout. So I'm having a thought. I know that I can't be and will never be the best writer. I know that I will never be the most jacked or like the biggest or the strongest or the leanest or the most attractive or like whatever qualities people aspire towards. There's always someone better. There's always someone richer. There's always someone like with a hotter girlfriend. There's just always someone better at everything. I think I can be the most honest. And let me explain why that's important. I think that the world, not the fitness industry, I think that the world has too much deception. There's too many games being played. There's too much like inside baseball. There's too much under the surface knowledge that is preventing people from like not only making progress towards their goals, but being happier and like living a better life. Like I would say most of the population doesn't understand that maybe 1% of dudes on magazine covers have never used steroids in their life. And like that's just one of many examples, but setting unrealistic expectations by lying so that a magazine company can make more money and that a dude can like get money from these sponsorships and these supplement companies can sell more supplements because they have these sponsored athletes who claim they just take their supplements and that's how they get there and so they can make more money. It's like it's all driven by greed, which like good for those guys, but when you make it, when you have your millions or your billions or whatever, I guarantee you're going to look back and regret a lot of the decisions you made on your way up there. So I don't know what my point is. I just think honesty is hugely, grossly underrated, and not as like, oh, like be a good boy, be honest. Like, no, not as that type of quality, but for not only the impact that honesty can have on everyone who's affected by it, but also how it impacts you and how you feel about yourself and how you feel about your life by like being just so fucking raw, like to the point where many things that are published or said are very uncomfortable and like people hate you for it because it's so honest. What's up, you guys? I am making French toast and literally just realized that we don't have milk, so we are making protein powder French toast. Let's go. Let's go. What's like a fitness question?
Shit, I'm on the spot.
Yeah, I know. We're running all this. We're not editing. Don't choke. We're gonna have to ask someone.
Why do you go so high in your fats on rest days?
Why do I go so high in my fats on rest days?
Yeah.
So I talked in the last vlog about why I keep carbs super high on training days in a surplus. I keep fat super high on rest days because I want average fat for the week in a certain range. And to keep carbs super high on training days, you have to have fats fairly low. And to hit that average number of dietary fat that I'm going for, we got to keep rest day fat up.
Right here, northwest corner.
And that's that from the New York City subway. I want to follow up on that super quickly because most of you probably haven't read my blog post, why you need to know your life hourly. And I know people be like, well, why don't you take the subway? Why is this the first time you've been in the subway for a while? Think about this example. If it were to take you 10 minutes to take a cab somewhere or 30 minutes to take a subway, and the cost was $2.50 for the subway or $12.50 for the cab, you are saving 20 minutes and spending $10 in that transaction. And you extrapolate that to an hour, 20 minutes times 3, $10 times 3, that's $30 an hour. So if you value your time at more than $30 an hour, if you could be doing something like anything that makes you $30 an hour, then you should take the cab in that situation. You make less than $30 an hour, or like the activity you're doing is getting you less than $30 an hour in future dollars, then you should take the subway in that situation. All right, that's that. Trying to get over this puddle. Try not to have to beat the shit out of anyone. Bye. So painful. Can you see that? Do you want to see that? I don't think you want to see that. So, we're going straight at it. My mom would tell me to swish this around with a lot of water, so you just barely feel it. My dad would be like, just fucking get in there. Mental toughness. Yeah? Tack it on there. I used to get my son in school and play Bucky, but he's... I actually think part of the reason I work hard at all in anything is for like anyone who's ever wronged me in my life, and like in a very immature way. Like, gosh, this feels so smooth now. We don't need to talk about that right now. All right, get it. I do want you to leave me a comment and let me know if you like the white shirt or the gray shirt. This isn't either, but the white OTR shirt or the gray OTR shirt from the beginning. I'm curious. Just say white or gray. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing, and I need you's support. So thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. Talk soon.